Hi guys. I know it's been a long time since I've done a rant, but something has just been really pissing me off lately. And that's the Duggar family from the show 19 Kids and Counting. Okay. Multiple things I have a problem with them. Just the fact that they have 19 kids and we're going to have 20. I just found out today that the wife had a miscarriage. Now, okay, the 19th kid, their latest one, almost died from health complications. Now, that should have been their first clue that, maybe having more kids isn't such a good idea because the last one almost died. Hmm. I mean, she's 44. I think she's 44. But, like, when is it gonna end? Are you gonna keep having kids until you hit menopause? Like, obviously things are gonna happen. It's not normal to produce that many children, and especially when you're reaching such an age, that obviously something's gonna go wrong. And it did. She had a miscarriage. Now, if they don't stop having children, I I don't even know what I'm gonna do because that's just ridiculous. When is it gonna end? Like, nobody needs 19 kids. Okay, there's no need for that. That's just greed. How do you give attention to 19 different kids? Some parents that have like 2 or 3 kids can't even do that. And they have 19 kids. How are they supposed to give all of them attention? Probably some of these kids are going to end up being drug addicts or some form of, like, something's going to go wrong with these kids because that seems so dysfunctional. Like, it's just not normal. That's not a healthy environment. And sorry, my phone. I never actually watched the show, but I read that the older ones help raise the younger ones. Now, I think that's bullshit because, okay, it's the parents' decision to go through with the pregnancy and have these fucking kids. It is not the older children's responsibility to take care of the younger kids. They had no decision in it. Like, they had no say in it. It's their parents' fault. Their parents can raise their own goddamn children. I'm sorry. That's bullshit. If I was expected to help raise my younger siblings because my parents had too many kids that they couldn't do it themselves, I'd be like, fuck you guys, I'm out of here. I'm not putting up with this. I don't understand how you can just pass the burden of a child's life onto your children when it wasn't their decision to have it. Like, that is so messed up. Ugh, just people, I don't get it. And the worst part is, the media and everything is just making everything so much worse. Their TV show, and they just released a book, and they're obviously getting more publicity. More people are being interested in them, knowing about them. It's just making everything worse, making them a bigger deal, putting them in the spotlight. But what are they even famous for? Because they are like mice and just keep multiplying and multiplying like there's no tomorrow. I don't get it. They're like the Kardashians. They didn't do anything to become famous, to have a TV show, just because they have a lot of kids. There are probably so many families that have a lot of kids in this country, and I just don't get why we have to focus on this one family and why they have to. Just so annoying that they have their own TV show and it's been going on for seasons, and when is it gonna end is what I'm wondering. I don't want there to be another season like 20 Kids and Counting, 21 Kids and Counting, 25 Kids and Counting. No! They used birth control before, they can do it again. Wear a fucking condom. I don't know. They just need to stop because if they have kids, they're gonna end up with Down syndrome or some kind of horrible birth defect that's going to ultimately mess up their life. Like, you're not supposed to have kids that late in life and have that many of them. It's just not natural. I'm sorry, but it's not. There's probably more that I wanted to say, but I really don't know. Just the fact that they're rewarded with this TV show when they didn't do anything. Like, they're supposedly normal people. So why do we have to have a TV show about normal people even though they just have a lot of kids? Like, they didn't do anything to become famous other than having children. Anybody can have children. This is really pissing me off. I can't even talk about this anymore. Yeah, so you guys can feel free to comment. Now, these are just my opinions, and I know I'm going to get a lot of shit for this, as I usually do. That's not a problem for me. I just don't care. You guys can say whatever you want, disagree, agree, whatever. That's basically it. So, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! And another thing I just thought of that's actually pretty funny is if you have 19 kids, how are you supposed to expect your relatives and other, like, any family members, family friends, to give them birthday presents, Christmas presents, gifts for graduation, any sort of event like that? Like, you have 19 kids. How many birthday cards and birthday parties are you gonna have to go to for all these fucking kids? Like, that's ridiculous. I couldn't even imagine. And, like, they probably don't just have, like, one event a year for, like, everybody's birthday. They probably have, like, multiple occasions. That's unfathomable to me. And, like, if you were going to buy presents for them, like, you can't just buy it for one kid, you'd have to buy it for all of them. I would just not want to have the burden of buying presents for 19 kids, but that's just me.